Hey y'all, in today's video, we're gonna be sharing 2 recipes that are restaurant copycats. Both of these are favorites of ours. We always order these when we go to these restaurants, and now we don't even have to because we've learned how to recreate them at home. So let me share with you how to make these 2 restaurant copycat recipes. First up, we have an air fryer version of lasagna Frita. You might be familiar with this at Olive Garden, and this is what I order every single time. Even though it's on their appetizer menu, I get it as my meal because I just love it. It's so good. We're gonna need some just marinara sauce, also Alfredo sauce. We're gonna need some lasagna noodles. This is just chopped parsley, mainly for garnish. We have Italian seasoning. We have some Italian breadcrumbs, a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese, and we're just gonna use a bag of the 5 cheese Italian blend, the shredded cheese, and then we have 2 eggs, and also some ricotta cheese. It was hiding over there on that counter. Real simple ingredients as always, but really big on flavor. Let's put these lasagna Frita together. So first, I have a medium-sized bowl, and we're just gonna combine the ricotta cheese. This is a 15-ounce carton of ricotta cheese. Probably use cottage cheese as well, but I love ricotta. Next, we're gonna add in that bag of 5 cheese Italian blend. Next, I have 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. Just gonna add that in. And lastly, we're gonna add 1 egg. As you can see, all I did was stir everything together. All right, now we're just gonna add our lasagna noodles to the pot. The recipe only calls for about 10. But anytime I'm doing a recipe that requires you to roll lasagna noodles, my advice is to do them all because you're bound to have a couple that's gonna break. So we're just gonna cook all those lasagna noodles. So to toast our breadcrumbs, we're just gonna add about a tablespoon of olive oil, and then we're gonna add our Italian breadcrumbs. And basically we're just gonna let these toast up, and I'll come over here every couple minutes and just kind of stir them around until they start to get that nice toasty color on them. All right, our breadcrumbs are nice and toasty, so I'm just gonna transfer them carefully back over into this little dish. Right, our lasagna noodles are al dente. We're just gonna drain them all. These are of course gonna be very hot, so I'm just gonna leave them over here by the sink just to continue to drain and kind of cool off so we can start rolling them up. All right, so now it's time to begin filling our lasagna noodles. We're just gonna lay them out flat. Put about 3 scoops of that filling down, kind of keeping it away from the edges. And then we just want a thin layer. So we're gonna spread it out. Try to keep it inside, try to keep it kind of neat. And then the lasagna Frita at Olive Garden are rolled kind of flat. These are obviously gonna be a little bit bigger than what Olive Garden is. I'm gonna try to still roll them up kind of similar to the way they do it. So as we roll up our lasagna Frita, we have a little container with some parchment paper, and we're just gonna start putting these all inside because we want to freeze these for at least an hour before we put them in the air fryer so all that filling doesn't just go everywhere and be really messy. All right, so it's been a couple hours later. As you can see, our little lasagna Frita roll-ups are nice and frozen. So now we're gonna get these breaded up. I'm just gonna beat these eggs just a little bit. If you hear that air fryer in the background, I have it going ahead and preheating to 400 degrees. And we have our breadcrumbs that we toasted up earlier right here. I'm just gonna add a little bit of grated Parmesan to that. We'll give that a little toss to mix those together. All right, so next we're just gonna go ahead and take our little lasagna rolls, dip them in the egg, and then into the breadcrumbs. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring them right over here to the air fryer and place them in as I go. All right, so I'm just gonna spray the tops of these with some cooking spray. And these are gonna air fry at 400 for about 16 minutes. I'm gonna flip them halfway, and I'm also gonna spray the other side halfway. do 8 minutes at a time, so I'll remember to flip them. All right, these have been in almost 8 minutes. They're starting to get a little bit brown on top, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip these kind of carefully. They're starting to look really good already. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and spray the backs of these. A little bit of cooking spray to kind of crisp up those breadcrumbs. And I'm gonna put these back in here at 400, but I think I'm only gonna go 6 minutes this time since they were browning up pretty good. You just kind of have to know how your air fryer cooks. We'll start with that and we'll see what they look like. All right, so it's time to serve them up. And Olive Garden serves theirs kind of on a bed of marinara. So let's get some of that down. And Olive Garden also kind of stands theirs up when they present them. So we're gonna try to do that as well. Top drizzled with some of that Alfredo. These look really good. I mean, these look really similar. Other than the size, these are a little bit bigger, but these look and smell very similar. Nice and crunchy on the outside. Super soft and cheesy on the inside. It's falling apart on me. Looks delicious. Very similar to Olive Garden. I'm very excited. Let's give them a try. You ready yet?
I'm ready.
Cheers.
Cheers. That is very good, the original.
I think it's really good. Like I said, these are my favorite, and I love that we can make these at home. The outside of that lasagna, even in the air fryer, is super crispy. I mean, it's not fried. You can fry these, by the way, but I love them air fried.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, and you know why.
Yes, so if you're in a hurry and just kind of want to make these the quick way, the jarred Alfredo is fine. However, we really prefer homemade Alfredo. It's not hard to make. If you want an Alfredo recipe, we have one here on the channel. I'll link it down below. But overall, these are so good and something different too.
Very good. I'm highly impressed.
Very good. All right, y'all, make sure you give this one a try. Next up is a copycat favorite from Cheesecake Factory, chicken costoletta. So now we're just gonna set up a simple little breading station for our chicken cutlets. So down here, we're gonna start with our flour. We're gonna need 2 eggs. Give those a quick little whisk. And then next to our panko breadcrumbs, we're gonna go ahead and add our grated Parmesan. And then we're also gonna add some lemon zest. So I have my little zester here. If you're not familiar, you just want to scrape just that outer edge off your lemon. You wanna try not to get into that white part because that part is gonna be really big. Just kind of move your lemon around, go around until we get as much as we need. The lemon flavor in this is my favorite, so let's try to get a good little bit. Now we're just gonna stir everything together. That panko, Parmesan, and lemon zest. Yum, so good. This is a perfect recipe for spring. Even though we're gonna fry those chicken cutlets, this recipe tastes just so light. It's just so good. I'm gonna go ahead and get our pan heating up with our oil. I also have 2 tablespoons of butter in there. That's just gonna add a little bit of flavor. We're gonna let that heat up while we're breading our chicken cutlets. We're gonna take our chicken to our flour, get it nice and coated, flip it over. Next, we're going right into the egg, and then lastly into those delicious lemon Parmesan breadcrumbs. All right, our oil and our butter is hot over here in our pan. I have our breaded chicken breast over here. So now we're just gonna carefully place it into the hot oil. Perfect. All right, so I'm not gonna touch these for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then I'll flip it and it'll take another 3 to 5 minutes. All right, you can start to see we're browning up really nicely on the edges. So I'm just gonna flip it carefully with my fork. I did turn my oil down just a tad. Turn my heat down, I should say. Oh yeah. All right, we're just gonna let that fry up another 3 to 5 minutes. next we're gonna start that delicious lemon cream sauce to go over our chicken. So I'm just gonna add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil to a saucepan. And then back here at the same time, I'm also gonna do some sauteed asparagus because that's generally what is served with the chicken costoletta at Cheesecake Factory. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more olive oil back there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add in our garlic. We're gonna go in with our flour. Now whisk that around. Continue to whisk so that garlic does not burn. Let that cook for just a few seconds, about 30 seconds or so. We're gonna add in our milk. Also gonna add in some heavy cream. I'm gonna continue to whisk. Also gonna add a little bit of chicken stock. And we're gonna add about 2 or 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. All right, back here for my asparagus. My oil is super hot. Just gonna get our asparagus in the pan. I'm just gonna season it with a little tenders. It has salt, pepper, and garlic in there. Just a little bit. All right, our sauce is starting to thicken up pretty good. So I'm just gonna add in 1 tablespoon of butter. Let that melt down. Back here, our asparagus looks really good. Nice and sauteed. Then we also have some mashed potatoes to serve on the side as well. We are almost done. Get some mashed potatoes. Our chicken and our asparagus. We gotta have that cream sauce. Parsley on top. Y'all, that looks so good. All right, taste test time. Here we go, I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
Ready?
Yes.
All right, make sure you get a little bite of the chicken. I'm gonna show y'all the inside of the chicken real quick. Look at that chicken, y'all. Super tender, outside is crispy. Got that lemon cream sauce on the outside. I need a little bit of mashed potato.
What's a mashed potato?
Oh, this is gonna be a big bite. This is not a film bite. Ready?
Hey, I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, this is delicious.
All right, that is delicious, y'all. That cream sauce is absolutely perfect. That chicken is tender, like I said, with that crispy crust. Perfect for spring, has that little bit of zest from the lemon in there. Really, really good.
Infinity.
I'm getting an infinity thumbs up over here
thumbs up.
from our live audience.
Oh, it's amazing.
Thoughts?
Oh, I want to do this again.
Really good.
Let's do it tomorrow.
And now we don't have to go to Cheesecake Factory.
No.
All right, y'all, be sure to give this one a try. Thank y'all for joining me in the kitchen today. I hope that you will give these recipes a try. Let us know down in the comments below if you're thinking about trying out either one of these. And also, by the way, if you're looking for a Mexican-inspired restaurant copycat recipe, check out the video we just posted earlier this week. There's a chimichanga recipe in there. So good. I hope you're all doing great, and we'll see you real soon in the next video. Bye, y'all.